mid-September in East Africa. The dry season. These 12 adult lions and 6 cubs live together in an extended family that stays and hunts together for life. This season is particularly hot and dry, and much of the lion's prey is beginning to migrate to greener pastures, which means fewer hunting opportunities. Each lion needs over 5 kilograms of meat a day, about 8,000 calories. And with fewer chances at a meal, this pride can't afford a botched hunt. But taking down an animal 5 times their size is not going to be easy. The buffalo present challenges. They're hyper-alert to danger, sleeping only an hour a night, rarely more than a couple minutes at a time. A buffalo's sharp horns can span 1 meter, and they can easily kill a lion. And buffalo protect their own. Smaller and weaker members stay in the middle of the herd, with mostly males forming a protective ring around the perimeter. So in order to succeed against buffalo or other prey, a lion needs to employ teamwork and strategy.
A lioness can catch a buffalo, but they can't bring it down by themselves. On the other side, a lioness could certainly eat a gazelle, but it can't catch a gazelle. It's not fast enough. So he's got this really tough. You need friends. You need friends.
If these lions are going to share a meal of buffalo, each of them has to play its position well.
Some are faster. They're able to run down the animal quicker. Some have the power, and they're a better animal for grabbing the muzzle of an animal or taking him down. Certain lions will find that they're more apt for doing certain challenges.
The hunt begins when 2 flushers charge the herd, forcing it into a panicked run. Then one of the pride's 2 strikers assesses the situation. She scans the herd, deciding which animal to target. She's looking for weaknesses, singling out the young or sick buffalo, or one that strayed from the herd. In a matter of seconds, she's found the target. A buffalo cow with 1 broken horn. Any fight serious enough to break something as durable as a horn probably did more serious damage to this buffalo. The average lioness can reach a top speed of 54 kilometers per hour. But the strikers, the fastest and most agile lions in the pride, can reach speeds of over 60 kilometers per hour. One striker races past one of the flushers and launches into an attack. She does this with incredibly engineered claws. Each paw has 4 sharp forward-facing claws and a backward-facing dew claw, each sitting in its own ball and socket joint, independently suspended. So as the buffalo tries to buck the lioness, she's able to continually quickly adjust her hold. And that's no easy task. This lioness is being dragged with an unbelievable 3 Gs of force. It's like the claws on each paw are trying to hold on to a rocket just after launch. Soon, reinforcements arrive. 2 more lions jump on the buffalo's back and use their combined weight to try to bring it down. The 770-kilogram buffalo is now carrying 3 lions, weighing more than 400 kilograms. One lioness digs in with her massive canines, while another covers the buffalo's nose and mouth with her own mouth. Within 15 seconds, the buffalo experiences the onset of oxygen deprivation. He panics. This incites a spike in heart rate and rapid body movement, which rather than conserving what little oxygen he has left, eats it up. The buffalo starts to lose consciousness. His muscles relax. Finally, it's over. But after all that hard work, the star huntress may not even get to eat. That is until the reigning male lets her. He'll eat almost 20 kilograms of buffalo before the females get a bite.
The male is predominantly the king, as it were, the head honcho, the big cheese.
Prides typically have 2 or 3 males, but this pride has only 1. He protects the pride. He sires the cubs. And he patrols their territory, ensuring that no other lions encroach.
He doesn't participate in the hunt as much as the females do, although he's the first to eat. That's good to be king.
It was a particularly good kill. The 450 kilograms of meat will net the pride 700,000 calories, enough to sustain them for nearly a week. The pride eats. This roar from afar is a sound that spells trouble. The kind of trouble that could change this pride forever. An intruder is approaching. But he's not interested in stealing their buffalo carcass. He's come to challenge the resident male and take over the pride. It's been a couple of years since the resident male was himself the challenger. Like most males, his mane started to grow, and he reached sexual maturity at the age of 2. He was then thrown out of the pride he was born into. This serves an evolutionary purpose. Since he's related to all the females in his pride, he must leave in order to mate. But as a teenager, he wasn't strong enough to depose a resident male. So he roamed for more than a year, waiting for his moment to take over a pride. 2 years ago, he did. Now, from the sound of the distant roar, the shoe is on the other foot.
Personally, I've heard of lions roaring from 6 miles away. And when you realize how far away, it's like, God, but they seem so close.
A lion's roar isn't just heard, it's felt. It begins when muscles between his ribs work like bellows, pushing air at 80 kilometers per hour over massive vocal folds, causing them to vibrate. But what gives the roar its power is the speaker cabinet between the roof of the mouth and the back of the throat. The sound resonates here, increasing in speed and intensity. And in this speaker cabinet, the lion can also manipulate his roar's pitch, the way an opera singer changes a note. The result is a sound that can reach 115 decibels, as loud as a rock concert. Another roar comes, from much closer this time. A series of staccato grunts with clear beginnings and endings, which make the roaring lion easy to locate.
The name of the game is intimidation. I don't think they'd rather kill each other. They don't want to get hurt either, because they know if they get wounded, they're pretty much stuffed.
Now, both resident and challenger have a choice. Fight or flee. But it's no longer that simple. Suddenly, he sees that he's not just facing one lion, but two. As one intruder attacks the male, the second intruder threatens the pride. The resident male injures his paw, and finally falls on his back in a gesture of submission. His pride and the territory are no longer his. The more dominant of the two challengers becomes the new leader. And as he takes power, things take a brutal turn. Kills all the cubs.
It seems very cruel, but basically he's just wanting to end the kingdom of this former male, to start his own reign. He's assuring that these are his kids, his genes that are being passed on to the next generation.
Leader can stay with the pride long enough for his cubs to reach adulthood, his genetic line will continue. females may initially resist the new resident male's efforts. At 225 kilograms, he weighs over 30% more than they do. But killing the cubs also serves another purpose. It will actually put the lionesses into heat. The years of stability in this pride are gone in a heartbeat. The new resident male leads them out on the hunt with something to prove. Today, they won't be hunting buffalo, but something far more substantial. This prey is over 5 meters tall and weighs 1,800 kilograms, with legs taller than a lion's entire body. Its kick can kill in one blow.
I've seen a giraffe give a sideways kick. And you hear the crack from 100 yards away. Caved his head in.
If they're going to take down something that big, the males are going to have to join the hunt.
There's no rule of thumb that say males don't hunt. They do. I've seen them actually going after giraffe. And that's a big animal. You need a lot of friends for that one. You need the weight to bring this beast down.
A giraffe isn't just big and strong. It's fast and agile too. So the pride will need a unique strategy to succeed. They'll have to set a trap. 3 lionesses have herded this giraffe into a grove of acacia trees, where the rest of the pride is waiting. The giraffe is surrounded on 3 sides by the trees, and the lions are sealing off the 4th side. With nowhere to go, the giraffe begins to panic. And the lions just wait for the perfect moment to strike. Entire pride on him. This giraffe has no intention of going down easy. And it takes nearly an hour to kill it. Pride feasts on giraffe. Less than 2 kilometers away, the ousted male wanders alone on the savannah, getting hungrier. His paw is injured, and worse yet, everywhere he goes is another pride's territory.
There could be 3 or 4 prides setting up territory within this 10 to 20 mile radius. And the only chance that he has at that point is just to try to stay undercover, make as little noise as possible, and just keep running until you get out of that pride's territory.
He's using stealthy to stalk his prey. Now he must keep a low profile to avoid being preyed upon. 4 days ago, he took in almost 30,000 calories, but expending more than 10,000 calories a day, he's got little left in the reserve. In the blink of an eye, everything about his life has changed. Hungrier, he's reduced to prowling like a hyena. Meanwhile, his former pride takes its time with such a huge meal. The more than 1 million calories could sustain them for 10 days. If only they could eat the entire giraffe in one meal.
Lions would eat 40 pounds of meat and just gorge themselves. They'll go wander off and get a drink of water from the nearest watering hole and then crash out for the next 18 hours.
When they wake up, hyenas have taken the carcass and of their own. The giraffe could have lasted them more than a week. Instead, they'll be hunting the next evening. When the sun is down, it's cooler on the savannah. But it's not comfort driving lions to hunt at night. It's strategy.
100 yards away at nighttime, we probably wouldn't even be able to see that there's an animal there. But a lion could probably even see the animal breathing.
Buffalo have very limited night vision, so they're particularly wary. One buffalo, however, wanders away from the herd. When the moon ducks behind a cloud and visibility diminishes even more. The Lions, led by their striker, spring into action. pupil and lens are proportionately larger than other carnivores.